Hello, my name is Brenda Williams and I'm the founder of Culture Shifters Unite. And I am here to share with you all about the Culture Shifters coffee table book. It is more than a coffee table book. This is a flare, a beacon that's being flashed. We are attempting to create a universal movement of solidarity between people of global majority, particularly those who are female identified, women and femme, business owners, transformational leaders who are in the spaces that really hold our communities together. We know that we are in desperate need for more and more medical professionals, mental health professionals, accountants, attorneys, those who represent, those who bridge the gap, those who fill in with professional services that look like us. Briefly, I had a horrific medical experience with my primary care physician in that I was running a few minutes late, and instead of being greeted when I got there and I was within the threshold, I was reminded of the threshold. I wasn't greeted by my name. I wasn't greeted at all. I was admonished almost as if I were a child, tardy for the bell. And then when I got there, I was not seen by my primary care physician. There were two other individuals that saw me. Only one introduced themselves. I was weighed in by someone that I do believe was male identified. That's an area of sensitivity for me. I was called girlfriend, not once but twice. I had a cancer scare because of the way I was examined, that I was told that perhaps I might have a thyroid issue. And I just wasn't treated in a very professional or kind manner. And then upon leaving and scheduling a follow-up exam, which I did not, my abdomen was examined out in the lobby area. We know that that happens in the patient or in the examination room. This is unacceptable. And I know that my story, and I don't even want to minimize my own story, but this was my experience. I had to call a friend to get regulated because I couldn't believe what was happening to me. I felt like I was discarded. I didn't feel like a human. I didn't feel respected. And I just felt like I was just being ushered through, like I was on an assembly line. Next patient, next patient, next patient. It didn't feel thorough at all to me. And unfortunately, there was a scare there that was really unwarranted. And while I am not a medical professional, it did create some anxiety for me as my mother made her transition from cancer. So this is urgent to me, this coffee table book. These images, this celebration, this global community coming together to not only witness each other, but to also be centered and to have us patronize these amazing business owners. So will you be a Culture Shifter 150? I hope that you will be. Because here's where the impact that we are making. Not only are we forging a strong bond of solidarity, we are also answering the call, and we're also being witnessed, and we're also giving the next generation a place to be inspired, a place to look, a sense of accomplishment, and the audacity to pursue a life of dignity and that they dream of. And that I hope that they fulfill every desire, wish, fantasy, and purpose that they're called to. And we are featuring some young women in this coffee table book as well, because I also believe it's important to celebrate our heroes today, right? So join me, won't you? Again, my name is Brenda Williams, and I have a coffee table book with a business directory included because I know how important it is for us to find each other. Brief story, I was in Texas for South by Southwest a few years back, and I was blessed enough to get in an Uber driven by a Black woman, and I urgently needed to lay my edges down. She said, "Sis, I got you." And while that might sound frivolous or maybe incidental, it wasn't to me. To be in a place like Texas, yes, as a Black person, you know how that can feel. Especially, it was prior to an election year. To hear, "Sis, I got you," that you knew exactly where to take me, where to go. I would have been Googling on Instagram and everything else just to find a place, but she knew exactly where to take me. She also had a side business as well that she was telling me about, which made me super excited. So in that moment, sisterhood came through. Sisterhood is necessary. Sisterhood is essential. So please join this sisterhood. We're going to have an amazing book launch and celebration this coming March 2025. And I am so excited to be working with some of these young women on the impactful work that they're doing in the world as well. I'm just one person, but I do need you to help us get this message, to get this word out that this project exists. And not only that, there will be a discount for nonprofits. So if you're a nonprofit, look at the ad specs. You will be able to get 50% off any package at the $200 mark or higher. You can get 50% off there. The directory is only $50 to be listed in the directory, but after Monday, December 2nd, that price will increase to $150. So with that in mind, tap your sisterhood, tap your community, tap yourself to be part of this global movement. We have sisters across all spectrums of the BIPOC global majority identity. If you identify as feminine, this is your book. Be witnessed. Let us witness you. Let us see you. Let us celebrate you. Let us share your work with the global community. The vision here is that you can go anywhere in the world and find a practitioner, a business, a facilitator, a practice that looks like you, because you're worth it. And I know that I'm worth it. And we can continue to scour Facebook groups and do some Googling and checking. But here's this beacon that I am endeavoring in creating so that you can see yourself for yourself. Again, my name is Brenda Williams. I'm the founder of Culture Shifters Unite, and you are welcome in this space. And I invite you to take out an ad in this book. Check out the amazing women that we are featuring. You can see some of them if you go through with my Instagram or my Facebook page every other Wednesday. Wow Wednesday. This is a culmination of those who were featured. We're taking them and coalescing it all and putting it into a coffee table book. So join us, won't you? I hope to see you supporting this project. If you have any questions at all, reach out to me directly via the email. Just respond back to this newsletter. And I am holding a space and a vision that we can do this together, that we are one in blood, and we are one in family, and we are one in spirit, as always. Bye for now.